The Ball Guy Show starts right now. Hope you enjoy the show. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. What's up, everybody? Episode 12 episode 11 of season 2. And I want to introduce Warrior Law and Rocio at Law. Warrior Law is from South Florida. So, folks, if you have ever got into a car accident, you live in South Florida, the person you want to contact is Kevin Guerrero, the Warrior Law. And here in DFW, you want to contact Rocio at Law. Both of them they will fight for you, okay? They will go to war for you, and they will get you the maximum amount of money for you. You do not want to get into a battle with any insurance companies without an attorney. And these two are the best of the best in their area, okay? Again, Warrior Law in South Florida, Rocio Law here in DFW. My guests today are from Bulgaria, Miro Petkov and Simona Rose. Miro is a director, actor, producer. Simona is a very talented actress, producer, cinematographer. So let's bring them both on. Thank you both for joining me. How are you guys doing?
Hi, we're doing good. Thank you for having us.
How late is it over there? I know there's a difference in time. How late is it over there right now?
Well, it's literally midnight, close to midnight.
It's close to midnight, yes.
Wow. Thank you again. You guys are awesome for joining me. It's only 4 p.m. here, so
yeah.
Thank you for inviting us.
Oh, of course. I'm very excited about having you. What is it like over there? What's Bulgaria like? Tell me about the country.
To be honest, Bulgaria is a very beautiful country because we have a lot of woods, we have the sea, the Black Sea, we have a lot of mountains too. Really? It's a very beautiful country.
Wow.
I haven't been in Bulgaria that long because I lived in Spain previously and in France and in many countries actually. But for the time that I stay here, it's like very nice.
Already? So how long have you been there, Simona?
I was born here initially, and I was coming back for a few weeks sometimes or a month. But I'm here now from like 2 years and a little bit over that.
Okay, and you are from there also, right?
Oh yeah, all my life. I'm born here in this city, and I'm living in this city. Yes.
Well, and how did you guys learn English? Because you guys speak very good English.
Thank you. I learned English when I was very little, watching Cartoon Network. To be honest, yeah, a lot of cartoons, and that helped me a lot. And then in the elementary school, in high school, and so on.
I started learning English the same time I started learning Bulgarian in school, and then with all the traveling, I talked to a lot of people. So yeah.
And how is the film industry there in Bulgaria? How is that developed? How is the film industry there?
Well, the film industry in Bulgaria it's not very developed. Most of the big budget Bulgarian movies are most independent, like kind of independent movies. Unfortunately, there aren't. Bulgaria is not very rich as country, and that's why the Bulgarian movies don't have that big of a budget. Unfortunately.
Okay, how long has it? You said it's not very developed. How long has it been? How long has the film industry been around in Bulgaria?
For many years.
Really?
Since the 50s, the 60s. Yes, it's for a very, very long time.
And how did you all start in the film industry? How did each of you start in the film industry?
Well, for me, actually, I'm a very big fan of movies since a very young age, and I decided just to pick up the camera and start shooting something, and that's pretty much it.
Well, I was messing around with some small videos on my phone or my tablet when I was little, and I started more with when I met Miro, and we became friends and started talking about movies and stuff, and decided to join him on his films.
And how long have you two known each other?
For almost 2 years, by the way.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
give or take.
Mhm.
okay. And I've seen that you guys. I've looked at your IMDb. You guys have done quite a few projects together. How many projects have you guys worked on together total?
Well,
The project that I did was
just
with him.
yeah, all of her projects are with me, and aside from that, I have a few projects without her. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, okay. And Simone, as a cinematographer, what are your duties as that?
Uh,
What does the
she's
cinematographer do?
she's
Help,
the
maybe.
yeah, she's a cinematographer for my first ever found footage movie recorded. I mean, she's the one that records the movie. She's the character holding the camera, and that's why she's a cinematographer. But usually she isn't. She's more like an assistant director and a producer.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
okay. Yeah,
It was an
I've seen the
experiment.
name. I've seen that title before. I just wonder what is that person does.
Oh, the cinematographer is the DOP. I mean, the director of photography.
Mm, okay, okay.
Mhm.
And what were your favorite what were your favorite movies growing up? What did you guys enjoy watching growing up? What have been your favorite and your favorite genre?
Oh, to be honest, when I was a little boy, I enjoyed the action movies. I mean, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Arnold Schwarzenegger, the Terminator, Terminator 2, The Predator. Uh, those are very good movies. And after that, maybe when I was like 15 years old, I started watching more horror movies. I started watching the Friday the 13th franchise. I watched them all
Mm.
in the span of a few days, and they were pretty amazing. And that's when I started watching more horror movies. But usually, I watch every kind of genre. I like every kind of genre. So yeah, I watch all kinds of movies.
Yeah, me too. I started with, I would say, action as well, and then switched to comedy. Like, I love Louis de Funès movies. The French comedies are one of my favorites. Then I switched to like a lot of fantasy, sci-fi, and different genres. Really, my favorite actor is Johnny Depp of all time.
That's my daughter's favorite actor as well, Johnny Depp. She loves Johnny Depp. Yeah, he's very talented. What about yours,
We
Miro?
all
What?
do.
Yeah, he's amazing. He's very talented. Even if some of the films are not good films, he did a good job as a character. He did a good job. Um, he's a very talented actor. He's amazing. Miro, what's your favorite? Who's your favorite actor?
Kurt Russell, for sure.
What? It's
He's a
not
great.
me?
Well, actor.
Mm,
What about actress? What's your favorite actress? Simona?
Neve Campbell. Neve Campbell.
Nev Campbell,
Neve
really?
Campbell.
Okay.
She's amazing. She's really
And
an
again,
amazing
not me.
actor. No, sorry, not your. Sorry.
Oh, 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 oh.
Please don't kill me in the next movie.
I will.
What? No, no,
Mito's gonna be killed off in
because
the
I'm
next
writing
one.
the script. So yeah,
I will write a script when I'll do it.
okay.
Who's your favorite actress then, Simona? We met your favorite actor. Who's your favorite actress?
Like Angelina Jolie or Nina Dobrev, maybe one of those.
Okay. Okay. And now, you guys have quite a few upcoming films. Can you tell me
Mhm.
about those? That some of the films that's coming out. What are you guys looking? Which was the one you guys are most anticipating? Do you guys have
Uh,
quite a few that's in either in the works or about to come out?
yes, for me personally, it's Whispers because this is our first full length movie. And it's also a sequel to our previous short movies, The Whisper 1 and Whisper 2. This is actually
Hmm.
the third movie, but it's full length, it's longer, and it was harder to make because the script was nearly 50 pages long. We shot some stuff back in December and then in April too. And I'm editing the movie all the time when I have time, and it's really quite interesting an experience, and I would definitely do it again. Also, I'm looking to the movie Only Things. Me and Simona have a cameo there, a very short role. but based on the trailer, it's very, very exciting, and that's a movie I can't wait to see.
And what is it exactly about? What can you tell me a little bit about the plot? Can you share anything about it?
You mean of Only Things?
Yeah,
Yeah,
or both,
Only
both. Yeah.
Things. Both. Okay. Only Things is a movie directed by Paul Luxdale, and it's about a vampire hunter who meets some sexy vampires and offers them to make an app for them called Only Things, where they can search their victims easier. It's a horror vampire comedy, and it has a lot of indie cast there from the indie community. I mean, when you look the cast and the produce and so on, it's always a name that you have heard before. Regarding Whispers, it's, as I mentioned, a sequel to our previous two short movies, The Whisper One and Whisper Two. It's about a park where a lot of people go missing, and I'm playing the brother, and I'm searching for my sister Simona, Mari, and it's quite interesting. We have a few characters. Every each of them has a story, a segment, and it's actually quite interesting. And we have a couple of twists that I think the people will enjoy when they
I
watch the movie.
love a little twist in movies. I love plot
Yeah, for
twists.
sure.
That makes it a little bit more interesting. You're expecting one thing, and then you get the shock at
And
the end. I
this
love.
oh,
I,
it's yeah, it's mind blown. Yeah,
yes,
I
those are
also
always
read
very exciting.
for
Yeah,
sure. Yeah.
yeah. What about you, Simona? What are you looking from everything's coming up from you? What are you mostly excited and looking forward to?
I'm excited about these two as well. Uh, as long with the found footage movie we're in the making right now, and it's almost finished.
Mhm.
And we have one short that we're working on. We have a lot of scripts pending as well. I'm waiting to do one script. You know which one, Miro, but we have to do it. It's like a little comedy there as well. We
Oh,
haven't
yeah.
done this genre yet, but I'm looking forward to all of our projects. I really enjoy doing them.
Good, good. And you
Also
guys
another
go ahead, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say another project that I'm looking for is the Keep Footage 3 and 4. They're directed by Kevin Guerrero. They're pretty great movies. Uh, I was more involved with those, and Simona has a role in the third movie. So yeah, I'm excited about those two also.
And exactly how long ago did you start in the film industry? Simona, we'll start
Oh,
with you. Sorry.
yeah, for me?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Either one. That's fine.
well, I started with some skits around 12 years ago. I was still in high school, just finishing high school, and I started with some skits. They weren't very successful, and then 3 years ago I restarted those skits with different people and so on. And from there I decided, okay, those skits are like 5 minutes long, and I'm writing the scripts and so on. And I was like, okay, I think I should just write a script for a short movie. And yeah, and from there it started with the short movies, and here I am now. So you can tell maybe 3 years ago. But actually, my first short movie, the Whisper One, where I was a co-producer and co-writer, it was 2 years ago.
Okay. What about you, Simona? When did you started? What when you met Miro? You said right a couple years ago.
Yeah, except of these small, very comedy videos with my mom that I made as a joke. I started with Miro like 1 year and a half ago, something like that.
And that's when you guys
with
discovered
uh,
you
with
and start recording and all that stuff. That's when you guys said, I could get into this, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And we started growing bigger and bigger, and
Yeah, with every project, yeah, with longer, with better cast, bigger cast also, with more days of filming. Because our first movie, it was my actual first directed movie called Gums. We shot it in about 3.5 hours, and I'm still very proud with it. And yeah, and from there, it's always. I mean, we haven't made a movie in one day since then. It's always 2 days, 3 days, 5 days, and so on. Yeah, every time.
Because you always extend the scripts and make them longer.
Yes, yes, and we reshoot some things from time to time, and yeah, because we're trying to do our best with the things we have in our possession.
Well, of course, and I guess, and the more experience you get, the better you get at it, the more
Mhm.
comfortable you get at it, and the more your
Yes,
your
yes.
your creative juices start flowing a little bit more, right?
Yeah,
Yes, and I
totally.
also notice mistakes, and that's why I want to reshoot some things, some scenes, some takes, and yeah.
How many times have you had to redo a take or redo a scene?
Hmm.
Like
Well,
three,
it
four
depends.
times, maybe
Maybe,
three, four takes.
yeah.
And usually the first or the
Yeah,
second one
we
is the
usually,
best, but we do them in like in any case to have more to choose from.
yeah, just in
And
case. And then when I started editing, I see if the lighting is bad or if something it isn't right, and then we arrange to reshoot the thing.
yeah,
If
that
that
was going to
happens,
be my
yeah.
other question. Have you ever had to go in there as you're watching the editing and say, "Oh no, we got to redo that
Mhm.
one"? Um, and
Yes, yes.
and are all your films in Bulgaria, or do you guys go out of Bulgaria and film at times?
No, for now we are strict in Bulgaria, but we have a lot of remote shooting with the actors, so that helps a lot to bring some international talent in our movies.
Nice, nice. And yeah, I noticed. I believe you're working with Phil Herman, right?
Oh yeah,
On
we
As
work a
well.
lot with Phil Herman. He's a great guy. Also,
amazing
another
guy.
person, yes, another person that we work quite a lot. It's Andrew Pearson. He's also an amazing fella. And Rudy get better. He's also a top actor, and yeah,
If they're
and that's
watching
why
this, we love you guys.
yeah, we love you people. So yeah, they help us a lot with the remote scenes. I mean, regarding Rudy, few when they send their footage, it's something that I don't like, and I ask them to redo it second time, third time, and so on. So yeah.
And that's great that you have a good relationship with them. That you
Mhm.
don't mind asking, "Hey, can you redo this?" Or can you?
Yes, yes, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very important.
because yes, I understand that they're there and they're directing them and shooting in themselves. But as a director, I see something that it's not quite with my vision,
Mhm.
and I politely ask them to just reshoot the thing and what I want change, like an angle or something like that.
Okay, so some of your films that you guys
Mhm.
do, so you two record in Bulgaria, but you'll have somebody record here in the States, and they'll
Yes,
send it to you,
yes,
and you'll
exactly. Yes,
incorporate. That's awesome. That's so cool. I mean, technology is
it's
amazing.
amazing.
You don't have to fly somewhere and
Exactly,
to
yes.
record.
And also it helps because they're like short movies, short scenes, like 30 seconds long, and there's no need for us to go there or the person to come here and so on.
And Simona, and what's been some of your favorite places that you've visited? Because you said you've lived in Spain, so I'm assuming you know Espanol, huh?
Sí, sí
See,
hablo español.
that's good. That's good. What has been some of your favorite places you've visited?
My favorite country is France, for sure. I love
Really?
France. Maybe I like Spain as well. Turkey is nice. Italy was nice. Maybe now not that much. Mm,
Oh, you've been around.
yeah, a lot. That's not even half of the countries I've been to.
Wow, wow. And any plans? And do you guys have any plans of recording somewhere else? Of possibly one day going, maybe coming to the States, or maybe going to Spain and filming there?
Fingers
Plans,
crossed. We
I
can,
wouldn't
yes,
say plans, but like if we get this opportunity, I would be happy to.
for sure. Yeah, same here. Yeah, if someone calls us to go there in the States or in England, we definitely would do it.
That'll be cool. I've heard that Spain is a very nice, very good place to film. I don't know if you know Marcelo Favani. from
No.
Uruguay. He's collaborated a lot with Phil. We did an episode
Oh yeah, I know him.
this
I
season.
know him. Yes, yes.
Yeah. He's actually done stuff in Spain, and he's told me that Spain is actually a very good place to film at.
They have
Yeah.
great landscapes. It's very beautiful there for sure.
I would love to visit Spain. Never been to Spain. I would love to visit Spain. Um, from the ones that have already come out already, what's been some of the most exciting? What's been your favorite films that you have that's already been out? Not that you're projecting to come out, not that's in the works or that you in post production. No, that have they're already out. What's been your favorite films?
My favorite is Drums for sure. I totally love this movie because it was very simple. I mean, we didn't had the equipment that we have now, but I'm very proud with this movie. I mean, we had one Canon camera and one tripod and one mic, and that was it. And it was me and Simona, and I'm very proud how it turned out.
I think mine is The Foreigner.
Oh,
Since I helped give the idea for the script and I chose the actors, and I really put a lot of work into it, and I'm very happy with the result.
I can see why that would be one of that would be yours because yeah, whenever you put more work into it, that's always
Rewarding,
some
yeah.
yeah, yeah, very rewarding. Who has been some of your biggest influences in your industry?
hmm, that's a nice question. Hmm.
Like actors and actresses.
Yeah, actors, actresses, or even yeah, who's been your biggest influences?
Johnny Depp, Helena Bonham Carter. She's one of my favorite actresses. That's what I forgot earlier. Ian Somerhalder, Jensen Ackles.
Jason Eccles, he's awesome.
I love
He's
him.
here from Dallas. He's here in that. Okay, I live in Dallas, so he's here in Texas. Yeah.
Damn it. Misha Collins, Mark Shepard.
So you like Supernatural, then, huh?
Yes.
Not
How did
not
you
me,
guess?
not me. So,
How
You
did
don't
you
like
guess?
Supernatural?
well, I have seen the first episode many years ago, but it's not my thing. So yeah,
Really? I love
yeah,
Supernatural. Supernatural
yeah.
is
I
a
know
I
it's
yeah.
like 15 seasons. Yeah,
carry on my wayward
each
son.
is 22 episodes, if I'm not mistaken, each season, and that's like 200 episodes or something
A
like
lot,
that.
a lot.
A
Yeah,
lot.
it's a lot. I have seen the box set with the discs, and it's something like this big. It's
Yeah, too. I
it's
mean,
it's huge.
it's yeah,
It's
it's almost
huge
300.
set.
It's
Yeah,
almost
it's
300 episodes. Yeah, it's almost
oh
300
yeah.
episodes. So, who have been some of your biggest influences, Mito?
Well, yeah. I mean, all the actors that I have watched that I admire are also influenced. But if we're strictly talking about the indie community, I mean, guys like Phil Herman. I mean, he's been doing this for 30 years, and to see how he managed to do it. And some other people. I mean, Paul Ragsdale, the people behind the Only Thanks movie. I mean, what they have done with the budget they have, it's amazing. I mean, based only on the trailer alone. So I mean, those people are seeing their work, they influence me to be just as good as them. Yeah,
Yeah, and you mentioned something key there with the budget that they've had. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah. I
if
mean,
you hear the stories of Phil Herman, the first time I had him on, he
mhm,
shared about they would get a little camcorder,
mhm.
you know, and the stuff that that he created. I don't know if you had the opportunity to see his first Jacker film. Did you?
Oh,
Have you had the
nice,
opportunity?
nice.
That was pretty cool. That's pretty cool what he did with that budget, and yeah,
Yeah,
that's
back in the
genius.
early 90s. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's amazing, yeah, and that's what I meant because you see that they have like we have no budget or very low budget, and we try to do our best. I mean, and that's where editing and the music helps a lot. So that's quite interesting.
And how do you guys raise the budget for your films?
Oh well, it's mostly, it's from personal funds and so on. Yeah, I mean, it's we get our money from here, from there, and we try to do the best. I mean, the crew and the cast that we work with, they work for a very very low fee, unfortunately. But that's the yeah, that's the reality of filmmaking, unfortunately.
What do you guys do besides film? Do you guys have 9 to 5 jobs, or is this
Me,
what you guys
yes.
are focusing on?
Yes, I'm a ship vessel agent. Yeah, that's my primary job that I do.
What about you, Simona?
I'm a performer on stage. I'm actually doing acrobatics and magic, hoops, like special light effects,
Nice, nice.
stage
Yeah,
artist, performer.
she has a personal show. Yeah, which
Oh,
is very
really?
nice.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. What is there anything that you guys would not do? Is there anything? Is there anything you guys would reject if somebody was to present something to you and you say that's not something I would do? That's not something I would be interested. Is there anything that you would not do?
Uh,
I
Maybe
think,
nudity, I guess.
yeah, I was gonna say maybe a full naked scene.
Yes, most like yeah.
Yeah, that's a question I like to ask, just so I can have an idea what each person is, into, what they're not into. Um, because I like to try and get people together at times. If I hear something, I can shoot them your way. Um, um, any
I wouldn't
interesting?
actually kill a person for a movie.
Okay, so
Yeah,
Miro is
definitely.
actually he's safe then.
Oh,
Except
yeah.
of him, I wouldn't.
Ah, yeah, okay. Should I be worried?
No, 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 no.
Ah, whew,
Oh,
thank goodness. What? No, please.
so next time if I see Simona and I don't see Miro, I'll put two or
Oh
two
yeah,
together.
it's definitely. Yeah, yeah.
I have an
Oh,
alibi.
yeah. By the way, when uh, I love to tell people that my second job is how I kill Simona in front of the camera at least once in a month.
Very funny,
Yes,
Joe.
that is my second job. Yes.
How do you come up with what do you how do you come up with your inspiration for your films? What where do they come out of? Is it something you dream of? Is it something you just
Oh yeah. Joking aside, we have a script that is comedy. We haven't done comedy before, and that script is I dream it. It was in my dream. Yeah, the whole story and so on. But yeah, I get inspirations from everywhere. I mean, if I see something, like a person working, for example, in a library, I can come up with some horror story. I mean, with a librarian in a night shift and something happens, a killer comes out and so on, for example. I mean, so yeah, inspiration for me to come up with the scripts comes from everywhere. I mean, from everywhere, and also I want to experiment with all kinds of genres, and that's why we're currently doing a found footage movie, a supernatural horror. We did a short movie about drums, and the inspiration from the drums came up because Simona have drums, and that was the inspiration for me. Yeah, for example. So yeah, it's from everywhere.
Sometimes I have ideas, like I'm just walking down the street and I'm like, Miro, you know what? I'm just calling him or something or texting him, Miro, you know what? We should make a movie about this. It would be so fun. But I suck at writing scripts, so like, you do it, but just this idea is so good. And like sometimes on the next day, I'm like, this idea is so stupid, I swear to God. But like sometimes it's good, I swear.
Yeah.
I have my moment.
and what let me I was just gonna ask you what have you written a lot, or have you thought about doing more writing
For
or
me,
coming up with more scripts? Yeah, you.
I come up with good ideas sometimes, but I'm like not good at writing or I'm too lazy to do it. So I have Miro for that.
Yeah.
So you come up with something, yeah, and that makes sense. You come up with something. Hey, Miro, I have an idea for a film. Boom.
Yeah,
Yes.
but most
You
of the
give it to him, and
ideas
he
till
runs with it.
now, most of the ideas till now are his, but I also have mine that are for now pending, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
That's
For
good.
sure.
That's
Yeah.
good. Any interesting stories that you guys could share on sets about you know during the recording of a film?
Simona?
Depends which movie we're talking about.
Either
If
All the
we're
one, because
talking
movies.
it
about
seems like he's a Simona. I mean, you do have some stories.
If we're talking about whispers, a fun fact was that we were shooting in an abandoned building, like an actual abandoned building,
Oh, cool.
and there was like no toilets there. And a few times I was about to pee myself. Um, Another thing is, but nah, that's gonna spoil it. I'm not gonna say anything.
Okay.
We were gonna, no, I'm not gonna say it.
Why?
We
Okay.
were gonna kill each other, but like not on purpose, not for the movie. We were gonna kill each other like on accident because
Oh,
of shooting the last scene.
mm.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there are always stories on set because it's a very interesting process. The filming, I mean, we had some for the foreigner. We lost the camera once. I mean, we shot the day the footage was on the camera, and we lost the camera, and it was very late. I went to the police station. I filled the report, and 5 or 6 days later the police found my camera and they returned it. For example, so it's very interesting when
I was
filming.
like, if they don't find the camera, I'm gonna kill you because we have to reshoot everything.
Yeah, and mind you, that footage was already shot. Basically, with this movie, The Foreigner, me and Simona had five scenes together, and we shoot at once. But I saw it, I didn't like some stuff, and we decided to reshoot all the scenes, and we did it. We reshoot the whole scenes, and then we
And
lost
then
the
he lost the
camera.
camera.
Yes.
You lost it.
How did you guys lose the
Okay.
camera? How did you guys lose the How did you guys lose the camera?
It's a
Did you guys
very
walk
funny
off and
story.
forget the camera behind?
No, no, okay. It's a very funny story because the camera is in a bag, okay, and I we were in my car and I was leaving Simona by her house, and something happened. I put out the bag and I put it on the car, on the top of the car, and I
And
was
then he
okay,
got
nice,
into the car and drove off, and the
and I
camera
drove
was
off,
gone.
and I was like, I'm parking, I'm getting out of the car to pick up the bag, and I see that the bag is not in the car, and I remember that it was on the car. Yeah, that was it. I
He
mean,
drove off with the camera on top of the
yes,
car.
and the camera fell off somewhere.
And
Yeah,
someone took it, and
and
yeah.
someone took it. Yeah, that was a very weird experience, but it was understandable because we shot for hours and it was very late
How
at the
many
night.
hours did you record for?
Oh, I don't know, maybe 5 hours or something. Because yeah, but it was very long because it was mostly the two of us, and we were both helping each other to shoot each other, and we had scenes together in front of the camera. There was a scene when we got in a fight. I was yelling at her, the scene, and it was very dramatic, and we did like 10 takes or something like that, and I was hitting her, swapping
For
her
real.
face. Yeah, okay, for you. And yeah, it was a very exciting day, and that's why.
And he dropped me. No, imagine he drops me off my house and he calls me like 5 to 10 minutes later and he's like, I lost the camera. And I'm like, if you wanna slap me again, we're not reshooting this. I thought he was
Yes.
joking for real. I didn't. I
No,
thought it was a joke. But it wasn't. He was like, "No, I'm dead serious. The camera is gone," and I'm like, "Oh my god."
Yes, that was
Wow, that was dramatic.
quite the experience, definitely.
I bet you guys were relieved when the camera came back to you when you found the camera. Huh?
Oh yeah, very, very relieved. Very.
Oh, definitely.
Now,
The footage was there. Yeah.
let me ask you this: when you guys say you guys filmed each other, but when you guys were both in front of the camera, how do you guys do that? I mean, I'm asking.
To be
I'm
honest,
inexperienced. I have no idea how that works.
yes,
So,
yes. Since I still hadn't bought the cinema camera that I now have, we used my Canon camera, Canon 90D, and we put it on a tripod, and the camera has autofocus and flipping screen, and that helps us to position it, and we see how we look in front of the camera. So that helps us a lot to not have a cameraman behind the camera.
and you save some money with that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely we saved for this day exactly.
What?
But now we have a cinema camera, a Black Magic camera, and it's very hard because it doesn't have an autofocus. It's more heavy camera, and there is no way that we will shoot without a person behind the camera. It's mandatory to have someone behind the camera.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What are your ultimate goals for your careers? What are the ultimate goals that you guys are looking forward to in your careers?
Ooh, that's a very interesting question because when you were little, for me, when I was little, I see those actors and I'm like, oh, maybe one day I will be famous as them or so on. And then came a moment when I was like, ugh, what I will never be doing movies and so on. And and now comes a third phase when I'm actually doing something. I mean it. I won't be in Hollywood or something like that, but I'm doing movies and I'm really happy with it because 10, 15 years ago, there was no way in my mind that I will be directing movies, and that I will have a cinema camera in my hands. And that's so I think maybe I have achieved my ultimate goal to be directing. Yeah, I mean, this is my mindset right now.
What about you, Simona?
I'm waiting for Hollywood to call me and to make a movie with Johnny Depp. No, I'm totally kidding.
No,
I'm
why?
totally
No,
kidding.
Why?
You're not kidding. No.
No, I'm kidding. I just want to experiment with genres and maybe have like participate in a film of each genre. Maybe that's like the goal because I like experimenting.
That's
Also,
a good goal. I mean, that's a good goal. So you
yeah,
want to do comedy, romantic horror. I
sure.
mean, comedy horror,
Yes, yes.
thriller.
Also, we want to experiment with all kinds of horror movies. I mean, zombie horror, vampire horror. We want to experiment with them all. Science fiction. This is more like a bucket list for us. So, and also one more thing, we really would love to participate more in some other filmmaker movies. Yeah, I mean, not only our movies, but someone else's movies.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hollywood's calling.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
yeah.
What do you guys like to do for fun?
Oh, when we for me when I have some spare time, I edit a lot and film a lot. So basically, that's my fun time, to be honest. But when I'm not doing that, I love to go to the cinemas. Yeah, I to see movies on the big screen. That's quite an experience. And when I'm hanging out with Simona, we go grab a drink and play billard or darts or something like that.
What about you,
I like to
Simona?
get drunk on a Wednesday night.
What?
In the middle of the week.
Yeah, Monday night, Wednesday night, whatever. No, I'm kidding. I like to go to uh, dance classes, to high heels, to contemporary. I like singing. I like playing instruments. I have a guitar at home. I have drums. Yeah, I'm trying to make music, write lyrics and stuff, but like I'm
Really?
still a beginner. And yeah, I think that's most of it. I like painting. I like watching series.
Should we do a swasher about a killer with a guitar? I mean, he bashes them heads or something like that.
I'm not breaking my
Inspiration.
guitar.
Inspiration. See, JC?
Yeah. And let me ask you this: would you guys do a, I don't know, like a horror musical?
Ooh, that would be very hard, I think.
That's a
Because we
great
have to,
idea.
yeah.
Actually, in Bulgaria right
And
now,
I want credit for
this
that. I want
musical,
credit for that. I want credit.
right now in Bulgaria, the musical of Family Adams, the Adams family, is very famous,
Really?
and they get a lot of famous singers, Bulgarian singers, to participate in that musical. And I haven't watched it yet live, but I really love it.
I mean, I'm sure it's difficult, but if Simone is working on her music career and she's an actress, you know, that would be a good idea to do a horror
Mhm.
musical.
Yeah,
You know,
the downside would be to come up with the text in English and so on. But yeah, it's possible. Yes.
get together with Phil, get together with Marcelo. Marcelo will probably help you come up with a. Marcelo's another genius. Very, and you guys, I'm sure you guys could come up with something. And Simona, if when you get singing and I want to bring you back on. I want to have you sing on here
Ooh, nice.
and play
Okay.
an instrument for me. Um,
Mhm.
what's in store for Miro Simona the rest of 2025 and beyond?
Well, for now we'll try to finish Whispers and to hopefully release it. Uh, Hopefully by the end of the year, fingers crossed. We're planning to release Recorded, and we also plan to shoot our second full-length movie, hopefully this year. Also to make this short comedy movie that we mentioned earlier, and also another short drama movie about relationship. Basically, those are the projects for this year, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
That's good. That's good. So you guys are constantly staying busy, right?
Oh,
You guys,
definitely, yeah. Definitely, because we also try to upgrade and stay focused and stay up to date, because we don't want to get without filming for, let's say, half a year and so on, because with our jobs and so on, it will be like, again, the experience. Like, imagine we're not filming for 6 months and then we have to film something and we're like, okay,
No, I'm gonna tell you
what we were
a
doing
real
again?
life. I'm gonna tell you a real life story. I literally called Miro like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, I need to film something. I don't want to be myself. I want to be someone else for a day. Let's film something
Yes,
as soon as possible.
yes, yeah,
and what was
definitely. Yeah. So we always try to film something,
okay?
because also Simona knows there are a lot of scripts that I have wrote in the last 2-3 years that we try to do them one by one.
So you do have a list of films that you do have a list of titles and
Yes, with the story characters, I have a folder on my PC with maybe like 20 or something scripts. Most of them are short movies, of course, but there are
Every
like two or
time,
three.
every time we see each other, he gives me a new script and a new script, and I just have this folder that is getting like this, and I'm like, stop giving me scripts, but we need to do them. You have to take them out the folder, learn them, and we have to do them. And I'm like, yeah, but
Yes,
stop. That's like every time we see each other. Come
yes, I,
on.
I always bring her and hand into her, and yeah, she has a folder with unproduced scripts by me, and it's getting bigger. Yeah. It's getting bigger. So yeah, we always have. So one by one, we're trying to. Also, downside that is, I always come up with new ideas, and it's coming up always. It's a lot. Yeah.
how often do you come to him, or how often do you, Simona, come up with an idea and you say, you know what, let me write it down? Because you
Oh,
said you don't always go, huh?
it's just very random.
Really?
Yeah, I call him on a Tuesday afternoon. Hey, I have this idea. 2 months later, I have another idea. 2 days later, I have another idea. So it's like very random.
Yeah, it's very random. Yeah, with her. So
And he, and I'm like, I'm calling him or texting him the idea because if I don't, 5 minutes later, I'm gonna forget it.
She will forget it. Yeah, she'll forget it.
My memory is just, it's not good.
So make sure you always have a sheet of paper and write it down just in case you don't get a hold of him. What was it? Let me write it down.
He has to know. I have to annoy him.
How often
Yeah.
do you guys see each
She
other?
like to be honest, we see each other more often regarding filming. So yeah, we see each other when there's filming involved, and we hang around from time to time, I guess. But it's not very often. We mostly see each other for filming.
Okay, okay. Anything else that you guys want to share with us? Anything else that we did not cover that you guys would like to cover that you guys would like to talk about?
Yeah. Also, I have noticed that the indie community, it's very like it's big and small at the same time. I mean, everyone knows everyone. I mean, you know few, I know few, she knows few, and now we know each other with you. I mean, for example, I mean, everyone knows pretty much everyone in this small indie community, which is very nice because we're like some kind of a very big family that we support each other all the time. And I mean, there are a lot of people that they will film for our movies, and we will film for their movies or help them with something, and they will help back. It's very awesome. It's very awesome, and it's something that you won't maybe see here in Bulgaria that much. But yeah, it's very cool. It's very cool.
I agree with you. I totally agree with you. I've noticed that as well. The industry, I've noticed it that
Mhm.
they support each other, and I think it's so important. Why? And I
Yes.
forgot where it was. I saw it on Facebook.
Mhm.
You encouraging or you supporting somebody else's success does not diminish yours. I'm
Yeah,
paraphrasing it, but it's so
Yeah.
I
important.
saw it recently. Someone posted it. Yes, yes,
You
I
saw
saw
it
it.
also, right? It's
Yes, I
something
saw
like
it, but
that, and
I don't remember who posted it. Yes,
near do I.
I
And
don't
I think
remember who posted it.
I've seen it from a couple of
Yes,
people.
yes, yes. It's true. It's true, and we're like some kind of a big family, supporting each other's, having each other's back, and so forth.
And supporting. I've said it before. I've said it in my other episodes. Supporting the indie industry is like supporting a mom and pop restaurant or a mom and pop, a small cafe.
Yes, yes,
Why go
exactly.
to Starbucks when you could go to Joe's coffee shop? You know,
For example, yeah.
that's just an example. Why go to McDonald's when you go to Simona's burger joint? You know,
If she had a burger
if
joint,
she had a burger joint. You know what I'm saying? I think it's so important to support. Same thing
yes,
with the
yes.
in the industry. Nothing wrong with Friday the 13th, or
Mhm,
or watching something Hollywood. But let's support
mhm.
the industry. Let's support Miro. Let's support Simona. Let's support Phil.
Yes,
Let's support you know.
yes, because people like me, like Simona, we had like dreams about, hey, I have an idea, I want to make it, and that's possible to make it with the support and so on. While Hollywood, I mean, Hollywood will always be there with the millions of budget and so on. But since we're small, everyone needs the help that everyone can help each other. With, for example, with us, it's very great that we have remote roles, because since we're in Bulgaria, I mean, all the actors here being Bulgarians, you have the accent, and you can tell that they may be not from the USA, but and we always base our scripts on people being from America or Americans, and that's why the remote roles help a lot with the
Yeah,
proper English. I mean, speaking English. Oh,
and again, and you never know what may happen. Remember, I
yes,
love the Rocky story. I love Sylvester Stallone.
yes, yes.
Sylvester
For example,
Stallone did not have a dollar to his name when he did Rocky.
yes, when he got Rock, yes, for sure, yeah.
He was broke.
And look him now where he's, I mean, legend.
No, actually,
Yeah,
a lot of actors and directors and a lot of people in the art industry in general started from the bottom, from scratch, from zero,
Hmm.
and they became so big. Like didn't even dream about it. They didn't even imagine it would happen.
Exactly, yes. Because I'm not a child I'm not some famous actor's child or something like that, for example, so.
Anything else you guys want to add? Anything else you want to share before we go?
I want to say to everyone that if they want some collaborations on movie, remote roles, or even in-person roles, if we can like go to the country, they can hit us up, and we're totally cool with going and participating in other people's projects, and we actually really enjoy it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we can shoot remotely with a cinema camera. We can edit the scene that is required. We can get the crew to film us and to do it better. So yeah, we're always open up for collaboration with other filmmakers.
I love that. Yeah, and folks, and Simona and Miro's information, their Facebook page, their Instagram page, their IMDb pages will be on here on the description of this episode. So they're gonna be able to they'll be able to get a hold of you no matter what. And if I see anything, I'm in so many Facebook groups. I've joined a bunch of Facebook groups, and if I see anything, I'll pass it your way.
For sure, yeah. Thank you very much, Jason.
Of course, folks. If please make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, but most important, share it. Share this episode. If you see this episode, share it because we want to help Simona and Miro get connected with other people, and we want other people get connected with these two great people in the film industry. Thank you guys so much for joining me.
It was our pleasure, mate. And hopefully you'll have
Thank
us
you.
again sometime.
We will. Don't go anywhere.
Oh, okay.